this video, I'm going to show you something that most people in the copywriting space are pretty much never going to do. I'm going to walk you through step by step exactly how to get your next $3,000 per month copywriting client by going and finding applications live, showing you exactly how I would apply to them, build a portfolio, and actually get the clients. And with this exact method that I'm about to show you, I literally have landed over 5 interviews just in the last month. But before I get into that, let me show you why this even matters in the first place. Well, I have a whole playlist of 10K plus per month copywriters who started exactly where you are right now, just watching a YouTube video. And we get people winning with creative strategy and copywriting basically every single day. They follow the process, and it's basically the exact same thing that I'm giving you right now. So now we go on to the live demonstration. But first, I want to settle something very quickly because I ran a poll on my Instagram asking people what is the highest paid and best application of copywriting in 2026? What is the best secondary skill to add on to your copywriting in order to become the highest paid copywriter that you can? And just for reference, I put a poll out just like this last year, and email marketing won by a landslide. But this time, I actually got different results. 34% of people said email marketing, 54% of people said creative strategy, and 11% of people said landing pages. And honestly, the audience got it right. Creative strategy wins, and it's not even close. Now, I still do have lots of people who are winning and crushing it with things like email marketing flows, but the vast majority of people are finding their success right now as copywriters as a creative strategist. And the bottom line reason as to why that is because you're not just providing a deliverable, you are providing a result. You are responsible for outcomes, how much money the business itself is generating and making. In short, not only are you doing the copywriting for these ads, but you're also looking at all of the data on the past and previous ads and figuring out what to test next. That's basically it. So instead of just a copywriter, somebody who writes words, you are a performance copywriter. You are somebody who writes the words, but is also responsible for how the words actually perform as well. One of the best parts is that you can actually use AI to fill in huge knowledge gaps as well. Not only that, but you can also use it to become 10 times more efficient with writing ads as well. So throughout this video, I'm going to be using that to our advantage. Now, no, when you are using these methods in order to look for creative strategy gigs, for example, you can do the exact same thing, just looking for copywriting gigs and copywriting positions and landing page building positions and so many other positions that you can use with copywriting. So while creative strategy might be the first place and the biggest place that you want to look, you can also look for people who are looking for funnel builders, looking for people who are writing VSLs and all the rest. And also, I want to show you that doing this is remarkably simple. When I show you, it's going to be so simple that you think that it's too simple to actually start. But here's what it looks like. You hop in to LinkedIn, like you see me doing right now, and then you just search up hiring creative strategist, or looking for creative strategist, or hiring copywriter, or hiring funnel builder, or hiring any of these other search terms that you, with your copywriting skills, can be applicable to. And that's it. You're gonna come across things that are worth your time and not worth your time as well. But note, if things are worth your time, they may be varying degrees of worth your time. Here's what I mean by that. In a very simple sense, you can split all applications up into 3 main buckets. One are just things that are just not qualified, things that you don't want to do at all. The second is things that you aren't really qualified for. They might be looking for a lead creative strategist, or they might say something like, I want somebody with 2 years of experience at least, and you don't have that. You still want to apply to these because I can't tell you how many times I've had beginners apply to these positions that say you have to have a bachelor's degree and you have to have this much experience, and they get the gig anyways. But even though they are completely new and they haven't had a client before, don't get me wrong, they still have been studying. They still know these things inside and out. And how do you do that before you actually get a client? Well, more on that later. And then the final tier, pretty much the top tier, is the ones that are best for you. They're looking for a junior creative strategist, or they're looking for a creative strategist, but the pay is really low, like 1K or 2K per month. So they're just looking for somebody who's more in the beginner space. And this also protects you from the people who are looking for the 5K and the 6K per month copywriting deals. They're not just going to apply to the 1K or 2K per month positions. So you're basically safe there. So what I'm going to do is not only just show you a bunch of applications here on the screen, but I also want to share with you a bunch of test projects and also a bunch of resources that you can use, meaning how to build your portfolio with a template that I'm about to provide for you, how to do test projects and how to think about them. I'm going to give you some test projects as well that you can use, and then we're just going to go from there. Okay, so doing a quick scroll through LinkedIn right here, we can see this one. 2 new in-house creative roles coming in hot. So when they say things like in-house, this usually means that they want you to actually work in their building, in their business, in their offices. And chances are you don't want to do that because the whole reason as to why we're getting into copywriting is that we can be time free, and location free. We want to work from the laptop lifestyle. So these are usually ones that you're going to want to rule out, especially if they're not hiring in an area that you're actually in. Like, don't relocate to go and work at one of these jobs. This one, for example, says that it is in Indianapolis and it's hybrid. Hybrid means half remote and then half in-house, meaning you're still gonna have to go and show up at their office. So another one that you'll probably want to rule out as well. But then on the other hand, we have this guy named Jim. We're hiring a creative strategist, full-time and remote. Okay, so great, full-time and remote. We're looking for top-tier creative strategists who want to thrive in an environment surrounded by exponential talent. What you'll do, you'll own the full creative cycle for 7 to 9 figure D2C e-commerce brands, turn audience research into ad concepts, basically all the things that I told you creative strategists do. And then we have some basic requirements as well. So note, it says significant e-commerce creative strategy experience. So he's going to want to probably see different e-commerce businesses that you've worked with before. And if you don't have any, well, I would still say apply to this, but this is probably a tier 2 application. You want to handle and do your best, do your best work on the tier 1 applications, meaning the ones who are looking for junior creative strategists or looking for somebody who is in the lower pay bracket. So then you can actually build up your experience so that you can eventually apply to one of these positions and then be the best at it as well. And then we have this one, for example. This guy says he's hiring a creative strategist as well. And the details, it's fully remote, ideally aligned with the EST time zone, fluent English required, high growth, high ownership team. And as you can see, the pay is $35K to $50K per year. So that's around $3K to $5K per month. And also this guy posted this around 9 hours ago, so it's pretty fresh too. And then we have this one, for example, hiring 4 creative strategists at Hume Health over the next 2 to 3 weeks. So this guy is not only just hiring 1 creative strategist, he's hiring literally 4 of them. The pay is 6 to 8K per month plus performance bonuses. Now he's looking for people who are a little bit more experienced, but again, these should be extremely inspiring for you because once you get your first 1 to 2 clients, once you've been doing this for 6 to 12 months, now these sorts of positions open up to you and you can get 8K per month plus performance bonuses. You can be clearing 10K per month with just 1 client. And so let me address the elephant in the room, which is, Tyson, well, I don't have any experience, so this seems all completely useless to me. Well, I want to show you a post from my man Ethan, actually, in the 4D Bootcamp community. He's also a 4D CI student. He says, I'm not gonna lie, I've memorized/watched creative analysis so many times. When I yapped about it to the lead creative strategist at a brand, bro was bamboozled. And bro just onboarded me for 2.5K for the first month and then 5K per month after that. Let this be a lesson that you'll need to lock in with creative analysis. Thank you, Jasper. Now, this was Jasper's section, which is another coach that I work with as well, inside of the 4D Creative Strategy Launchpad, which is basically an entire collection of ad breakdowns and lessons. So all that to say, all you really need to do is watch and study the content. If you don't know how to do any of these things, if you don't understand and you haven't gotten a client before, then all you can do is really build as much experience as you can, because you can build experience without having a past client. If you haven't had a client before and the guy next to you hasn't had a client before, but you've been studying hard, you've been actually looking at content, you've been breaking down ads as well on your own time, you're gonna be so much farther ahead and more employable than the guy who's just been sitting around and maybe been throwing out some applications here and there. For example, my man Ethan, like 5 months ago, had no clients before, and now he just closed a 5K per month deal. Okay, elephant in the room number 2. Tyson, what about a portfolio? Aren't I going to need a body of work in order to show them that I'm actually good at this? Well, yes, and this is a very easy way that you can do it. Like I told you, I've been on many multiples of interviews now at this point by using a portfolio that I literally whipped up in a weekend. And all I did was go through some of these top brands and just break down their ads, add it to a Google Doc, and that's it. Break down their ads, add it to a Google Doc, and use it as my portfolio, and be upfront about, hey, I haven't actually worked with these brands, but this is what my creative strategy process and thoughts actually do. These are the insights that I've gathered, and these are the ideas, and this is the strategy that I actually have. So to give you a quick walkthrough of what this looks like, you might add a little bit of an about me section. Right here, I have a Loom video. So all it is a photo. You click on the photo right here, and you can actually add a hyperlink to it. So they click on the hyperlink, and then they go to my Loom video where I'm just basically introducing myself. This lets them put a name to the face and also puts you ahead of most other people when they are looking through portfolios as well. And then you give some ad breakdowns, and that's basically it. I have everything here for you. So all you'd really need to do is go through and fill all of these things out, and then boom, you have your portfolio and you're ready to start applying. And that tool can be found for free inside of the free 4D copywriting community, the free copy starter kit that is down below in the description. You just go right here to this resource pack and go to the portfolio template, and the link is literally right there, and you guys can use it as much as you want. I want to give you guys everything that you really need in order to get clients in the first place. Okay, so you have built your portfolio, you've been applying to places on LinkedIn, and now they say, you know what, we looked at your portfolio. You seem like a candidate that we'd like to look into more, but we have to give you a test project. Well, I have a document right here, another document, absolutely free inside of the Copy Starter Kit that you can go and download and look at. And it is basically a collection of multiple different test projects. I believe there's 5 different test projects in here. They are exactly what they sound like. So this is what a test project might look like. And I've completed most of these, and I'm pretty sure almost all of these I've submitted and gotten to the next step on. So, I mean, they're really not that difficult to do either. We want to see you analyze a report, review a video edit, and create one storyboard for a new video ad that you'd make for the brand based on the above. So let's go through section number 1, the ad account analysis. So this is a 30-day report from Motion for one of our brands. So we go and look it up. And the reason why this test project is so good and why I wanted to share it with you guys is because it actually gives you the behind the scenes stats. And if you know how to interpret all of these stats and come up with new ideas for the future, then congratulations, because you are a fully capable creative strategist. So what are some things that might jump out to you when looking at this? So first of all, we want to look for the highest ROAS, the highest return on ad spend, and it's this one. It's a static ad that is just of the actual soap itself, and then it says that there is a 20% off discount. Okay, great. Which one is the lowest ROAS, and why do we think that is? It would be this one, and this is another static ad, but it's in someone's hands, so maybe there's something with that one that we could also take from. And the CPA on that is gigantic. The CPA is the cost per acquisition. It's $46, so you need to spend $46 on ads in order to actually get somebody to buy the soap in the first place. Whereas some of these other ones, like this one, for example, the highest ROAS one is $19. So it has half ROAS as this other one over here. And then if we actually watch through some of these videos, we can see that they are UGC founder ads. All that really means is they are user-generated content, so somebody's in front of the camera, and they are founder ads, meaning the founder, the builder of the business themselves is actually coming on and telling you about the product. So that's something else that's interesting. So if we were making more ads, we would probably use that exact same format. And then I might say something like, well, if I could go back and look at all of their ads, maybe I would look at, did they ever do any UGC creator ads, meaning people who have tried the product before, testimonial type of ads, or have they ever done any AI video ads before in the past? So these are things that we might be thinking and asking, and we might do some competitor research and some persona research as well. Now, if everything that I'm talking about seems completely out of your current knowledge, then all I really recommend you to do is go watch the free copywriting courses here on my channel. I have a free 4-hour copywriting course and a free 8-hour copywriting course as well. If you want to go super in depth, and they go over everything from marketing to buyer psychology and everything in between, everything that you'd really need to know. So in the test project, it asks you for your insights. So I just made some off the top of my head. So I might add a lot of those right here. New creative thought starters that I might put reference from the report as well. And that's it. That's the whole thing for section 1. So as you can see, right, it's not rocket science. You go through and just answer the questions to the test project, and you're going to get to the next stage. So I want to show you what this might look like for you. So these are messages that I've gotten recently from submitting some test projects as well. And note that I've only applied to creative strategist roles. I could have applied to copywriter roles and gotten those so much easier, but I personally want to dive into creative strategy much more because I've worked with so many service-based businesses on so many emails and so many landing pages and so many VSLs where e-commerce and creative strategy is really where I see the market going. So I've been applying to these creative strategy roles, and here are some of the replies that I've gotten. Please choose a slot in my calendar so we can continue the process, and they just send me a link. This is what it might look like when you apply somewhere or you give them a test project that they like. They'll just ask you to book a call. It's as simple as that. Here's another one that says, "Hi Tyson, thank you for taking the time to complete phase 1 of the application process for the creative strategist role. We're pleased that you've moved on to phase 2, which is the assessment stage." And then they send me basically a test project. And then I get back to them with the test project. They say, "We're happy to let you know you've successfully passed the assessment test. As the next step, please schedule your interview call with the link below." And then they give me the link. And then they say, "Good morning, Tyson. Would you be available at 5 basically to get on a final chat?" So that's it. I made it to the final round. And there was test projects, there was multiple interviews, etc. Then we have another one. "Hey Tyson, how are you? This is the owner of business. So you applied for the creative strategy position. Would love to set up a call." That might look as simple as that as well. "Hey Tyson, thank you very much for reaching out. When works for a call to discuss further," etc. Right? There are tons and tons and tons of opportunities out there to where I do a little bit of applications in my spare time, and I'm still able to get on tons of interviews and get tons of looks and opportunities. And this is exactly what it's going to look like when you start. And all I did, right, was all the things that I just showed you. That's basically it. All of the other people on this channel who have been winning, or the people that you see drop wins in the community, they've all been doing just the exact same thing that I've been showing you guys. And again, I want to leave you with something. This is the Creative Strategy Resource Pack. So if you go here to the top, this is a 1-hour video of me breaking down people's portfolios. So I showed you guys how to build a portfolio, and here I'm actually breaking down other people's portfolios as well, live inside of the community. And then this is another 1-hour live. This is from Jasper. He's breaking down the top 10 ads of Q1 of 2026. So if you want to see what ad breakdowns and insights actually look like, you'll go there and watch that. Then there is the portfolio template right here that you can download, and the test projects right here that you can download as well. And tons of more highly valuable videos just like this on this very channel that are hours and hours and hours long. So I recommend you guys actually study, take notes, get out there, apply, and put to use everything that you've learned here in this video. That's all for today. And of course, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.